Welcome back everyone. Quickly, let's continue our discussion on HTML input types. And right now we'll be discussing about the HTML input type of reset. The HTML input type of reset defines a reset button that will reset all form values to their default values. So I'm going to show you how all this works quickly. This is our form. Let's say we are having a form and we want to click, we have already filled in some things and we want to reset their values. So I'm going to show you what will happen. Here I want you to notice one thing right here. If you change the input values and then click the reset button, the form data will be reset to the default values. So quickly, I'm going to show you what is going to happen. Back to our document. As you can see in our previous tutorial, we have discussed about the text inputs, password input, and also submit input. So right here now, we are going to write some data there and submit it. But before we do that, we are going to let us place a reset button because we are here to discuss about the reset input. So now let's get back to our code. As you can see, here is our code so far. So now let's create another input. This is another input. I'm doing this just to make our document look so nice. So as you can see, I give it space, clean space. So now let's create another reset. We need reset type, the input type of reset. So let's save our document and reload it. Can you see? Now we have reset immediately after our submit input, right? Let me change the name there. As you can see, the default value of this is reset. We can check the value also, like we change the value of the submit input. If you are in the if you can check our previous tutorial on this HTML form in details, you can understand how I change the value of every input if I want. So now let's change this value is let's change it to reset button. I'm changing this to reset button. Can you see? Now I'm having reset button. So, and again, don't you forget, let's say for instance you remove this reset button, you save your document, you reload it. Can you see? You are just going to see the button. Even the default value, you are not going to see it. Your own value, you have deleted it, and the default value, you are not going to see it. But you can just remove all this entirely in case, then it's going to give you the default. So let's say we want to have the reset input. So we just place it. Let's just write reset input because I want to give it a name. So now let's reload our document. Now I'm giving it reset input. So after that, what we want to do is we want to use this reset input. How does it work? I want you to notice one thing. I don't break this one. As you can see, immediately after our submit input, I don't give it a break like I did to all this one. So I want you to note everything I'm doing. So let's use our reset input. I think it's working now automatically. Now let's write something here. Let's write anwar akorede ayofe. As you can see, let me write it anwar akorede ayofe. And let's write password. Let's just write something password. Now, because let's say for instance I want to change the thing that is inside here. You know, I will have to click on this input. I would like to click inside this place and start deleting it, but I don't want to do that. So I want to use this reset button. Now we are going to see what will happen. Let's press reset. Can you see? It automatically clean all our input for us. It automatically do what? Clean all our input for us. So I want you to note one thing again. Let's get back to this thing. Let's remove this value right here. I have only the reset button. Let's reload it. Let's now write anwar akorede ayofe like we did earlier. Let's just write anwar here and press the reset. Can you see? It automatically remove all the values that we placed, that we inserted inside our word, inside our text input and our password input. That is the benefit of using the reset, input. So now I think our form is getting there gently. We are already having the one that we can use to submit our whatsoever document. Let's write anwar. Let's submit. Can you see? It's heading there gently. As you can see, now our form is looking nice and it can work like we want. Let's say right here now, because we don't use name right here, we can remove it. And also because we don't use our name here, we can remove it also. So in our next tutorial, I think here is where we are going to continue our discussion. So Anwar Akorede Ayofe is my name. I wish to see you guys next time. Have a great day. Thank you so much, and to the next. Bye bye.